was surfing through Psychology Today, which is a pretty interesting website. It's for the magazine Psychology Today, which you can view many of the articles on the website for free. If you're interested in human behavior and impacts on our species and stuff like that, it's a pretty interesting place to look. I'll link it down below and the particular article I'm going to talk about. So if you're curious, check it out. Basically, the article that I'm talking about is called Maybe the Future's Not Golden. And it basically talks about how future generations are not going to be able to live as well as maybe us or past generations. Basically, going into this article, I had an idea of what it was going to talk about. I figured it was going to mention things like video games, social media sites like Facebook and Twitter, and other such advances of technology that encourage us to spend our free time with them, rather than going out and exploring, like going outside, having games, and having adventures, being awesome like that. I was kind of surprised what happened in the article, though, because basically it focused almost solely on porn. I don't know about you, but I didn't know that porn was such a huge issue. It's discussing how, first off, many children are discovering it at an earlier and earlier age, and then it talks about how some girls are hitting puberty before they're 10. So it's talking about how they begin to approach adolescence at an earlier and earlier age, and how that can be a negative thing for our species, because kids just aren't experiencing childhood anymore. Now for me, I thought this was really, really odd, because it's talking about how they physically don't go through childhood, I guess. But I don't really think of childhood as a physical state of being, but more of a mental state of being. Like, that age where everything is new to you and you're out exploring stuff. You're going out and meeting people. Like when I was younger, sometimes I would go outside a lot. Like there weren't a lot of kids in my neighborhood, but I would, go and find someone and maybe go out somewhere to play. Like there was this one area, it was like a barn-like thing, it was really weird, and behind it there was a swing set. We used to make rumors about how there was an old fat lady hiding in there, waiting to kill people. And one time, one of our friends, she was a girl and she was kind of big, and she dressed up and pretended to be the killer. And that was really interesting. I would do a lot of stuff like that. Or sometimes I would just go out on a walk for like an hour or two, because I can do that. I can just be outside and enjoy the weather. People don't do that anymore. Young kids, they just play video games or interact with social media. They don't have that sort of inquiry about the universe, which I think is really disturbing. So while this article is talking about how the childhood missing is due to it physically being missing, I think of childhood as a mental state. Like you are a child inside. You still have that inquiry. You still have the desire for adventure that people sometimes lose when they become adults. What do you think? What do you think matters more of being a child? Is it about the physical state, where you're physically more capable of doing it? Or is it about the mental state, where you sort of want to, where you have that desire to explore? What do you think matters more?